For this exercise, I'm gonna begin in a plank position with my hands on a dumbbell. So I'm finding myself first starting off with a good neutral position where my shoulders, and my hips, and my feet are all in a straight line. I'm not sagging my back, my hips aren't up towards the ceiling. I'm keeping everything strong and neutral here. So once I find this position, I'm gonna perform a row. So I put most of my weight on one side. So if I was gonna do the row on the right side, I'll put most of my weight on my left, and then I'm gonna pull the dumbbell back. And I'm gonna use the muscles on the back of my shoulder and the scapula, my shoulder blade muscles, to pull that back. And this arm's gonna have to stay strong because all my body weight's gonna go on this shoulder. So again, first find the neutral position, shift over, perform the row, and then slowly come back. And then you're gonna shift to the opposite side. So I'm gonna shift to the right and then perform the row on the left. So my right shoulder is working as well as my left, but the muscles on the front of the right shoulder, muscles on the back of the left. And you're gonna just keep going back and forth here. What you wanna avoid is rotating the whole body as you do this. You wanna actually keep your body neutral, chest towards the floor the whole time, and only allow the shoulder and the elbows to move while you perform this exercise. For this exercise, you're gonna begin in a modified plank position where your knees are on the floor and then you're putting your hands on a dumbbell. And you wanna first find this neutral position here. So my knees, my hips, and my shoulders are in a straight line. My hips aren't back, my hips aren't sagging either, but everything is straight here. My core is engaged to make sure that's the case. Now, once you find this neutral position, what you're gonna focus on is performing a row. So when I perform the row, I'm gonna lean all my body weight over onto the opposite side and then perform the row. So if I'm gonna perform the row on the right side, my body weight's on my left, perform the row on the right, and then switch sides. So I'm gonna lean over to the right side, shoulders stay strong on this side. I don't allow my shoulder to sag down, shoulders stay strong, and then perform the row on the opposite side. And you're gonna just keep going back and forth. Perform this very slow and controlled. You're gonna feel the shoulder muscles working a ton, in addition to the core muscles working just to keep yourself upright in this position here. For this exercise, I'm gonna begin on my hands and knees, where my hips are just over my knees, and then my shoulders are just over my hands. And my hands are holding on to dumbbells here. So I'm starting with this position, keeping myself strong. My shoulder blades aren't down. I'm kind of keeping myself strong with my shoulders here. This is my starting position. Now, what I'm gonna do is perform a row by first leaning over to the opposite side and then performing this row here. I'm gonna pull back with my shoulder blades and my shoulder and then slowly come back and then lean over onto that side and then perform the row on the opposite side. And I'm gonna keep going back and forth. You wanna avoid rotating the body as you do this. So if I'm here, I'm not pulling like this. Rather, I'm just keeping my chest towards the floor the whole time and then performing the row and then switching sides, staying strong on this shoulder and then moving back and forth, very slow and controlled. You're gonna feel a lot of the shoulders work. So the shoulders, the muscles on the front of the shoulder on this side will work, while the muscles on the back of the shoulder on the side that's performing the row will work.